That piece of my hair is just doing her own thing. But hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel, my community. Thank you for liking, subscribing, being here, being you, being a part of my journey and my dream. There's only one you, so be the best at it. We basically gonna wrap up and talk about the end of the NBA 2024 to 2025 season. Oh no, wait, I was getting my top 3. Okay, and then after that I would have to say Thunder versus Pacers. So yeah. Basically the finals and the playoffs. So congratulations to OKC Thunder, Oklahoma City Thunder, for being the NBA champions. They won by like 13 points, 14 points. Yo, that game was so not weird, but it was so like, it was just so many emotions, I guess. Like I feel like because of Tyrese's injury that OKC couldn't really for real like, or from how I think of it, how I see it, it's like that injury kind of overtook everything, because you know, like, it sucks. It was his last game of the season, the last game of the series. You're 48 minutes away from a ring, and then you get hurt. And you don't just get hurt, you get hurt with a take you out of the season type of injury. So like, it sucked. And then they kept replaying the clip. I'm like, god damn, like, we get it. I don't want to keep seeing that he was banging on a thing. He was, you know, yelling, of course, like he popped it, and you know, he was crying and everything. I was like, oh my god, like I just felt so not bad, but you know, like anybody can have empathy towards that. Like me, I would have been crying basically so off the fact that I'm at this game. Like I worked my whole entire life, I'm here, and this happens. It's kind of like a why, you know. So, but you know, he's gonna be fine. We're humans, we can do anything. We always come back powerful, we always come back stronger. Did you guys know that, like, if you, I mean, any wound that you have, any type of muscle tear and all that stuff, did you know that it comes back stronger? Like it comes back better or something. I forgot like how to say it, but it comes back stronger, so that way like you don't hurt it again, or like it can protect itself from that type of injury again. That's why, like, even when you get a burn or a cut or something, your body, when the skin is repairing, like the skin is like stronger, it's tougher. That way, like if you was to cut it again, it wouldn't be like as easy. So he will come back. I have no doubt in my mind that, like, people be like, after an injury like that, or even tearing your ACL and stuff, like, who's to say da. But once again, we are so powerful. The only person that can hinder yourself or themselves, like I know Jason Tatum too, and Damian Lillard, the only person that can hinder themselves from coming back is their own selves. Okay, you gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe you're gonna come back stronger. You gotta believe that you can do it. If you come back out playing scared and stuff, then that's on, you know, that's on them. And then nothing I can do, nothing we can do. But damn, that's why, like, being an athlete, I don't know. And then I saw some people and they was like, oh, they should shorten the season, like take a couple games off, because I guess all of the games that they're playing, like it makes, you know, it's a lot of wear and tear on the body. And you know it's crazy, years ago when I first was watching the Warriors, already in my mind, because the Warriors used to play like every other day, sometimes 2 days in a row, and I used to be like, damn, why the fuck they play so much? Compared to football, they only play once a week and then they have a bye week. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then I heard like, oh well, basketball is not, like, football is more wear and tear on the body than basketball is, because football is more physical, and football they need more time, like, to recover between the games. But at the same time, being an athlete is being an athlete. I feel like there's no comparing. Like, yes, football, they get tackled and they running up and down a 100-yard field or whatever the fuck. Yes, okay, but at the same time, like, basketball too, especially at a professional athlete level, like, they be getting fouled and shit too by some big men and muscle men and tall ass 7-foot men, and they be falling down on that court. They be listen, one thing during this finals, the whole thing, all I saw was, you know, they just fall, and then after they fall, they gotta get back up. Even Jalen Williams, he took a fall too. That was like, he just got right back up. I'm like, ugh. So I feel like, yes, it's two different sports, and maybe football does have more contact, but at the same time, basketball can still have a little break. Like, so yeah, I don't know if the games, somebody more knowledgeable in that area could say, like, if the games and everything do need to be shortened or if they should take time off. I do feel like the basketball season goes by so fast, especially at playoff time. Like, it just goes by so fast. Like, yeah, if you win your 4 and you get out the way, you do have like a couple of days off, or before the finals they do have like days off, but like, oh my gosh, like, once it starts going, it just goes by so quick and fast. Like, the last series didn't, because, you know, it's the final, so they had like 2 days off in between and all that stuff, which is very helpful, even when he had his calf strain. But like, it still goes by so fast. So yeah, and then on top of that, like, they only have 3 months off. Well, if you didn't go to the playoffs, I guess you had like 4 or 5, but if you went to the playoffs and everything, you only had 3 months. Like, it's June now, the end of June, you got to come back in October. I think the preseason starts September. Versus football, they're done in February. They don't come back until September. And if you didn't make it to the playoffs in football, you're done even before that. So it would just be interesting to see. But yeah, of course that sucked. Don't nobody want to see that. And I do feel like Tyrese would have had a good game. But hey, maybe in another universe we could have seen that happen. But in this one right here, right now, where you and I are in, fuck it, it didn't come back stronger. But yeah, I thought, and shout out to SGA for having double MVP. I thought Jalen Williams was gonna get MVP for the finals, because I don't know, Jalen Williams was playing ball. Like like SGA, like I said in my last video, he can score, no doubt. He can score. He be drawing fouls and be shooting all that stuff. Yes. But Jalen Williams too was making a couple of crazy shots. He was making a lot of threes. I feel like him and SGA damn near were on the same level during this final series. Both of them had a couple games where the other one had to step up, and both of them had a couple games where they were dropping 30-40 points. But I did think Jalen Williams was gonna get the MVP. Would he have been the youngest person to win MVP? But yeah, I thought he was gonna get it. But hey, shout out to SGA. And I was gonna say something else. Fuck. So yeah, but everybody was like thinking about like next season, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next season, because, you know, you do have 3 players with that's basically out for, if not the whole season, most of the season. And they're all on the East. So everybody's like, what teams? And I think Cavs and Knicks, I mean, obviously all of the teams that isn't the Celtics or the Pacers will probably, you know, Cavs, Knicks, who was that other team? Detroit, the Pistons, maybe, you know, they'll probably all just be playing against each other next year, like in the playoffs or whatever. But I still believe, like, anything is possible. I still think the Celtics and the Pacers can still build up a good teams, can still build up good plays and all that stuff, good games. Like, anything is possible. It's just, you know, they gotta learn that stuff, and especially with the Pacers, now they gotta learn how to play without Tyrese. Now they gotta start building up other players and putting, not attention, but putting more players in to help and to continue like building up as well, you know. I feel like the Pacers, like Tyrese is a really, really, really big part and a really big chunk, and we saw that. But at the same time, they can now, without him, they can prepare and mentally and stuff. Because like I feel like during that game, nobody thought like that was gonna happen, you know. Everybody probably thought like, oh, like how game 6 was, where they was getting it in. They probably like, oh, like he'll be fine. Like, and he did make 3 threes before he within the first like 5 minutes of the game. So, but at the same time, so I say that to say they probably just weren't prepared like for Tyrese to be gone. So after that, like everybody was kind of shaken up. But now you're actually prepared, you actually know, and you guys can all come back together and work on it and have people, you know. They still have McConnell, they still have Nimhart, they still have Neesmith, they still have Matherin, they still have a lot of good players that I know maybe in game 7 it didn't show, but next year, like I said, with that, now they know. Now they got to focus on continuing to make their game better, and they can start putting more of the young players in and all that stuff. So by the time Tyrese comes, he could just slither right on in and call it a day. So yeah, Celtics too, they have Jalen Brown. That's all I know, and I know the other guy, the old guy. His name Horford, I think. Damn, who else did the Celtics have? But once again, without your player, you can start preparing, you can start making more plays, you can start going harder, you can start, you know, everything really is about like practice, and everything really is about trial and error. Like, you really just gotta do shit. You, like, I don't know how to explain, like, yes, these people on these teams be a big part, but at the same time, like, you can still do it. Like, you can still win. Y'all just have to come together even more as a team and continue to make plays and pull through and everything like that. So I hate when they like just be trying to like, Celtics are done, Pacers are done, Damian Lillard done. Like, you don't know that though. Bucks, they probably, well, I don't know if they're gonna have Giannis, but you know, I'm also excited as always to see Anthony Edwards, you know, because he was like, how he's only 23, he'll have the opportunity to continue being in the playoffs and playing more games and all that stuff. I would like to see it, because that run with OKC, Anthony. So I would like to see it. I feel like Anthony is probably one of those players and teams and stuff that probably are going to be in the playoffs for like, this is the second time, right? Probably like 3, 4, 5 times, and then like get a ring and all that stuff. OKC, I don't know, obviously they just won, so we'll see how their team is and their team goes. I believe they also are getting draft picks, and everybody, well, I mean, everybody's getting draft picks. So with the new drafters coming in, we'll be able to see how they all play with each other too, and how they, you know. But as always, I'm just really excited. I love seeing young people come in and the young people start to take over and everything. So with OKC being like the youngest team to win a ring or the championship, like, that's amazing, that's awesome. Like, Gen Z, like my generation, we really like, we here, bitches, period. Like so yeah, a lot of these players, we are starting to see their, what's it called, legacy. There we go. We're starting to see their legacy, their generational runs. And yeah, I'm just super excited to see where this all goes next year. It is gonna be a bummer not seeing Tatum or Tyrese play, but hey, there's nothing I could do. But I'm super excited for the Ravens. I'm super excited for Ravens football. I'm rooting for the Ravens to go to the Super Bowl and win. I want Lamar to win a ring. I want him to win the Super Bowl. So I'm rooting for Eagles, Ravens, Panthers, and anybody else that got a black team and a black quarterback. But it was super excited to watch football again. I love football. There's no better feeling than like on a Saturday just watching your team play football. Like, and this is like, wait, did I say Saturday? I meant Sunday. But there's no better feeling than watching your team every Sunday play football, or Monday and Thursday. Like, there's just no better feeling. Like I don't know, it's just so fun. And then it's happening during fall and the holidays, so you have fall and the holidays on top of that. It's so amazing. So I am super excited. I heard Jay-Z, or it's rumored that he's gonna be at the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't know no Jay-Z songs. And allegedly, you sure he ain't gonna be in jail? Who said that? I'm just saying, it's giving him and Beyonce working overtime for what? Diddy's best friends, allegedly, yeah, so I don't know, but I don't know what he really gonna perform like that. Like, he'll probably bring Beyonce out, maybe other rappers. All I really know about him is Run This Town. But I know, like, a lot of, like, our parents and stuff are fans of him. And I guess maybe people older than me. I don't fucking know. I don't listen to Jay-Z. I never really did. So, hey. But yeah, that was a great playoffs seasons, though. It's always so fun to see teams knock each other out and see, like, who's the best of the best. And it's always fun to see, like, those moments where they're fighting and pushing, and you can really see everybody's heart and passion in these games. So that playoff run was great. Now next year I'm gonna do better with actually watching the season, because this year I did not. I had other stuff going on, but I will get better at watching the seasons and watching them play. I'm also very excited to see the twins play, the Thompson twins. They had a great playoff. Their playoff run made me look at them like, oh, who is that? So yeah, enjoy your summer, y'all. The rest of your summer. The WNBA is on, though, so there is still sports. I think maybe tennis is on, golf, swimming. There is still sports. So y'all have y'all sports stop. Don't be crying and shit because the NBA is done. Get the fuck off these players' dicks. Who said that? So yeah, enjoy your summer. Keep being safe and hydrated and cool. It's hot as fuck. And be responsible and stuff when you are outside and traveling and having your fun. So yeah, I love you guys. Let me know what you guys thought as well. What teams are you looking at? What players are you looking at? What do you think is gonna happen? And yeah, don't be wishing bad on these players. Be positive. And also, you OKC fans that was bothering Pacers fans and the kids and stuff, get a fucking grip. Because when that ring come in the mail, you not getting one. The fuck? What is wrong with you? Bye.